You know you are.
We are so excited that he came to our show since he's back in town. Bob, big, go ahead!
Merci, and we're playing Cuckoosh for you.
This is what. Give it up for my mom, everybody.
Yeah.
You realize that I have to go to medical school to make up for this show? Thank you. Persians. The best is when you see a Persian get road rage, right? Because you guys said something about a C-Class. I was driving with my aunt, and Mercedes C-Class cut us off, and she was like, go get a real Mercedes. So, are you guys having, I'm excited to be here. I'm back in town. For those of you that don't know, I used to live here. I just moved to San Francisco. So I'm like, yeah, San Francisco's cool, you know, whatever. I like San Francisco. You're doing the drive back and forth a lot, right? Who does that drive, right? Who fucking hates that drive? Right? That drive sucks. I have been doing that drive a lot, but the good news is that I finally discovered why the city of Bakersfield exists. Because once upon a time, somebody was driving from LA to San Francisco, and halfway through, they were like, fuck this drive, I'm just gonna live right here.
Bakersfield.
Let's see, I've moved up to San Francisco for school, I've been working at a bar, I've been working at a gay bar up there in the Castro. I don't want to get fired, so I'm not going to say the name, Moby Dick. And it's kind of, it reminds me of Foo Bar, you know, it's a bit of a raunchy gay bar, and shit kind of goes down there. I didn't really know that, but on my first night, I was working, my first shift, it was like a Saturday night, I was working, and one of the bartenders, one of my coworkers, he was pouring like a beer on tap for a customer. And so he poured the beer, and before he served it to the customer, he pulled his pants down and his underwear, and he dipped his nutsack into the glass of beer, handed it to the guy, and the guy drank it, and everybody cheered.
Oh my god.
And I was over there, like I was on fucking 2020, you know, like Dateline NBC, and I was like, whoa, like what the fuck was that? I go up to my manager, I'm like, what the hell was that? And she's like, oh no, calm down, Bobby, it's okay. No, the guy orders his beer like that. And I'm thinking like, I start thinking like, okay, like I guess I could see maybe someone orders a beer, but like I'm so polite that like I would walk into a bar and I'd be like, excuse me, I'm really sorry. What kind of scrotums do you have on tap tonight? Would you guys drink a beer that somebody dipped their nutsack in? Honestly, right? See, someone finally said yes. I might drink a beer, don't judge me, that someone did their... I'm Persian though, it has to be like fancy, it has to be like authentic. Like, if I order Sapporo, you better have a Japanese bartender to dip his nutsack. Beer, right? If I'm ordering a PBR, you better have a bartender from Fresno. All of these trips through the Central Valley, anytime that I can find like a way to name drop Fresno in my day-to-day conversations makes the drive worth it, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, Persians. So you guys, I should talk a little bit about Persians, right? Because we all, how much do you guys know about Persians? You guys know a little something about Persians?
Woo!
I'll tell you a little bit about us, you know, Persians. It's very customary in our culture to give your children like very extravagant gifts, you know, especially to celebrate like a milestone in their life, like if they take more than 9 units at a community college. And both of my sisters, they actually, they got, gifts, they got plastic surgery as a graduation gift for graduating high school. So no one's ever done that before. My best friend was also, my best Persian friend, she was also going through a plastic surgery like rite of passage. It's like a bar mitzvah but with 2 black eyes. And she was like asking me, she's like, can I ask your sister like what surgeon she went to, because you know I like her boobs. And I was like, okay, fine, like I'll ask her, whatever. And so I asked my sister, and my sister's like, you know, okay, well I don't know if my surgeon's practicing anymore because when he did my boobs he was 70. And like they came out pretty good, everything's great, except like one of the nipples is like a little bit jagged on the end. So I think he had a little like Parkinson's in his right hand. And I'm like, what kind of fucking Groupon living social boob job did you get in fucking Topanga? And, but it's okay, don't worry, because my dad went back the next day and he negotiated free Botox for himself and the whole family, okay? So another thing about Persians is we love to negotiate, okay? Has anyone here negotiated with a Persian before? Anyone negotiated? Anyone who's worked retail, right? Okay. Persians, here's the thing, here's the trick though, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, is with Persians that we always use the same line when we're negotiating. Okay, like my dad, anytime he's negotiating, he's always like, listen man, are you my friend? I thought you were my friend. Are you my friend? And I'm like, Dad, we're at the Olive Garden. So, I'm not in medical school to my, but my family's still cool with it, right? My mom is so supportive, right? Give it up for my mom. She's so cool. She's so down with me being gay for stocking stuffer last year. She got me a Grindr extra subscription. You only knew, Mom. Let's see, I'm studying to be a nutritionist, and I have to take all these really stupid science classes. I have to take anatomy, I took anatomy and physiology. Has anyone taken anatomy? I know not everyone takes anatomy. You have to dissect a cat, And I got the only female cat in the class that was preserved with her legs spread wide open. So I nicknamed her Kim Kardashian. And we were like dissecting her, and I'm like, you guys, is it bad that this is the first time I've ever touched a vagina? I get annoyed with the Kardashians though because like I'm from like the Calabasas, Westlake area, and they're from there too, and I just feel like they're always upstaging me, okay? Like, did you guys see Kim Kardashian? She's naked on a motorcycle in Kanye West's new music video. Have you guys seen this? And I'm like, wow, really? Right before my show at Foo Bar. So let's see. So Persian. I'm Persian. I'm not really too familiar with Middle America, and so I had the chance to visit Chicago recently, and I was like down. I was like, okay, white people, like let's see, give me some Velveeta, some sloppy joes. I want to see what's happening. And we went to Boys Town, and do you guys like the guys in Boys Town, right? They're all beefy, white, corn-fed. I was down for the corn-fed. I see this, guy, and I see this guy at the bar, and he's wearing a Pinterest hat. Pinterest? And I was like, okay, like this guy's cute, he's white, he's corn-fed, he's wearing a Pinterest hat. I know how to make candles out of mason jars. This is gonna happen. So I told my friend, I was like, I'm gonna go hit on the guy in the Pinterest hat. And she looks at me and she's like, Bobby, that's a Phillies hat. I still hit on him though, but because I'm a nutrition person, so my opening line was, hi, I'm Bobby, are you organic or GMO? Let's see. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my mama because she's like, everyone knows that's how I started doing stand-up, was talking about my mom. My poor mom. My mom is so down with me being gay that she comes to San Francisco unannounced, and she comes to my work. She comes to Moby Dick, and my coworkers fucking love it. Like they're all like, buying her drinks and like, oh my god, the mom is here, Bobby's mom is here. And I'm like running out of the back like, don't drink the beer. I always had like the undisputed like coolest mom growing up. So, okay, this is a good story. So I was 16 and came to my friends to some concert at the Troubadour, and fucking idiot, 16, parked my car in some overnight permit parking and got that shit towed within like 2 seconds. And then come back, I lied to my mom and my parents, and I was like, oh, we're like, I'm sleeping at my friend's house or whatever we said. And I'm like, fuck, like I don't have a car, like that shit's towed. And so my friends, we like, get all the way down here to this like towing place, in fucking West Hollywood. And the guy's like, we can't, we can't give you the car, tonight or whatever. So I had to have my mom come pick us up. And I was like so nervous the whole time she was coming here. And we get in the car, and she's like not saying anything to us. We get on the 101, she's driving down, we're like passing the valley, and then she looks at us, me and all my friends, and she's like, who's down for In-N-Out? Best mom, right? So my nickname is Bobby. My nickname is Bobby. My real Persian name is Babak, which sounds like a nice name until you spell it backwards and it comes out to be kebab. I'm like convinced that they went to like some Persian restaurant and like held the menu upside down. Like, this is a good name, right? Totally. And my mom is amazing. Her name is Faye, by the way. She's not Mom Gold, her name is Faye. And she has like a little complicated Persian first name too. But the thing is that like when you have a complicated first name, you have to spell it out wherever you go, you know?